So here I have a sidewalk that's all done. It's complete. You can see it goes all the way back on both sides. And just a reminder that all of the lines in the sidewalk that I use to make the sidewalk either go to the left vanishing point or the right vanishing point unless they are vertical. The only vertical lines I have actually are these tiny little guys that give the sidewalk its height in that small little space. So hopefully you did a good job with the sidewalk. And now we're going to add the road to our picture. When we make the road, we're going to do a road both on the left side as well as the right side. We're going to use the vanishing points only. You don't need any vertical lines for your road to make the center of the road. What I think I'd like to do is make 2 solid yellow lines on each side of the road. And how you're going to make a solid yellow line is using the vanishing point. Let's do the left side first. You're going to line up a straight edge with the vanishing point. And where exactly are you going to put it? Well, let me explain something real quick. You have to factor in that in a city, you're probably going to have cars that are parked along the sidewalk, next to the sidewalk. You also have to have enough space so that if a car passes by, they can do so safely without scraping the paint off of the car that's parked on the side of the road. So give yourself enough room. This is not enough room, okay, unless it's a bike path, but we're making the road. So maybe something more like this would be more accurate. Line it up to the vanishing point, and I'm going to draw a line coming down from the vanishing point. Marker. Something's not jiving here. Hang on. Try again. Okay, so that's one line coming down. It's not a yellow line yet. Mine's blue because my marker's blue. I want it to be yellow. So I'm actually going to color it yellow. In order to color something, you have to have a space to color. You can't really color so much a line as you can space between lines. So what I'm going to do is take another line coming from the same vanishing point and just kind of scooch it over just a little bit so I'm creating a little space. And take that to the vanishing point. All right, now I have 2 lines. If I get out my yellow marker or yellow color pencil in your case, you can color the space in between the 2 lines, and that becomes one thick yellow line that gets smaller as it goes into the distance. So I have 1 yellow line there if I color it in. What I'm going to do now is skip a space and do another set of lines coming from the vanishing point. So I have a second yellow line. So let me just take the vanishing point, again, skip a space, come over a little bit, and make 2 more lines that travel towards the vanishing point. Ah, stinking thing moves on me. All right, so one more thing I want to point out, it's important to cap off these lines because they do not continue into the intersection. So what I'm going to do to cap them off is go to the other side of town, find the bottom edge of the sidewalk here, line up that bottom edge of the sidewalk from the vanishing point on the right side, and where my ruler falls over to where my 2 lines, or the 4 lines technically, but the 2 yellow lines I've drawn, that's where I cap them off. So I'm cutting them off at the line that's even with the bottom of the sidewalk edge. So I can erase anything that's below that. So I don't know if you can see very well on the camera or not, but there's a solid yellow line that would be here once I color it in, and then skip a space and there's another one there. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, but this time you're going to use the right vanishing point. I'll see if I can do that a little bit quicker this time since I've already explained it once. You want to skip about the same amount of space if possible on both sides. That's about it. Okay. And again, I want 2 solid yellow lines. So to make 1 line, I need 2 lines drawn from the vanishing point. skip a little space and make 2 more lines. And then I'm going to cap them off and I'm going to color them in if you have something yellow. If not, that's okay, but sometimes if you color them, you can see them much better and they look pretty cool too. Your choice. All right, and where do we cap them off? Well, let's take the bottom edge of the sidewalk here, line it up to the vanishing point on the left side, and that's where I'm going to cap off my 2 yellow lines. Okay, so that's my roadway. That's as easy as that. Hopefully it makes sense. On the left side, you're using the left point. On the right side, you're using the right point. To make 2 yellow lines, you're using actually 4 lines that go to the vanishing point, and you're capping them off at a point that the line matches up with the bottom of the sidewalk on the opposite side. Okay, so do a good job with that, and then we'll see how we do. We might be moving a little bit forward. The things that we still could do if we wanted to, I could show you how to make signs in perspective, which are similar to windows, but the lettering will also have to be in perspective, which is a whole new ball game. It's a tricky thing to do, but I can show you how to do that. What else? We could do bricks. We could do siding. You could do flower boxes or window boxes. You could do sewer drains. There's so much you can do in 2-point perspective, but this is starting to feel like a city. You can actually throw in some just organic shaped clouds in the background that might look kind of cool. You don't have to use a vanishing point to do that because they are organic and natural. That might look kind of fun. Keep the sunshines out of it. Suns look kind of fake when you put them in a picture unless it's a sunset. So I think, yeah, see what you can do and have fun with it. Hopefully we'll be back for a little bit more.